Alright guys, I'm going to make my first video for my page. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Kim. I go by Hello Kymmy on Twitter, on Facebook. I do have a fan page, and everything will be posted on my About Me section. Basically, I'm here to help anyone with hassles of their everyday hair. This video is going to be answering the questions to the one question that I get asked the most, and it is how do you get your hair to curl like this? So please bear with me for these first couple of videos because I'm going to be trying out different lightings and different rooms and what works the best. So enjoy this one. It is my curling techniques and the products that I use to curl my hair. So we're going to get started. I'm going to tell you the basic essentials of, products that you might need to start off with. I really just use an inch curling iron because my curling iron is so strong. I don't even have it up all the way on high. It's called Good Hair Day. It's actually a great thermal protectant, but anything will do. Nothing, it doesn't have to be fancy, whatever, to just spray along your hair. Another product I like to have on hand is the Kerastase Elixir. This is a marcel iron. Ever since I went to beauty school, I wasn't able to use regular curling irons with the springs. This just gives me a lot more control. It's all manual, so if you didn't go to school for it, it's going to be really hard for you to use. But a regular curling iron works just as well. And just make sure you have the just make sure your curling iron has heat settings, whether it be like low, medium, high, or numbers such as mine does. That's the best because you're going to set it up like as close to high as you possibly can. Like mine goes up to 30, I have it on 24. That's also because I have fine, like straight hair. I hate when I see people take sections of hair before they flat iron it and spray each section. It bothers the crap out of me. So, and it just makes your hair crunchy and builds up product. I really don't like that. So I literally just take it and I'll give it like a good spray all around. Like as if you were spraying like, I don't know, like texturizing spray or hairspray. And just make sure you get like the ends, like you can feel it. You don't need to saturate your hair, you don't need to soak it. Just give it a good like mist. I take huge sections when I curl. Like if you want it more natural, just take bigger sections. And it's okay if you only know how to curl like a barrel curl, because I'll show you at the end. What you want to do is take this first section in front of your ear. And another trick that I always tell everyone is to curl away from your face. You don't want curls engulfing your face, so think Farrah Fawcett. Very natural, very outward, like opening your face, opening this area, because this you want to be your focus, not all of this. So I like to take the section in front of my ear. You see how it's pretty thick? Like this is a pretty thick section. Don't worry about it. Curling iron. So as you can see, my curling iron is pointing down because I want the curl. If you think about how you want the curl to go, you want it to go outwards and down and away from your face. So essentially you're going to point the curling iron down that way and curl it away from your face. So and take this and work your way slowly down the curl. If you have layers, I suggest holding it a little bit to catch those little hairs. And you want to make sure you get that end in. I'm going to roll it all the way up, get a little heat on there, and let it go. And you get this pretty little curl. So again, I'm going to take this section of hair and I'm going to curl it back and away from my face. Make sure you get those ends in. Once you do, give it a good curl all the way in. Give it a little heat. You can feel it. You can feel if there's like a little bit of heat going into it. And then you get another curl. So now you have this nice like cascade of curls. What I like to do is make it one big curl. So just twist it around your finger and make it one big curl. That's just to set it. A lot of people don't know that when you heat your hair up, you open up the cuticle. And if you've ever seen me do hair or Jenna's hair, I do it with the brushes. And what I do is I heat up the brushes, I heat up the hair, I open up the cuticle so that I can make the hair do it whatever I want it to do. And then I'll cool it down, or I'll leave the brushes in so that they can cool down. And once the cuticle closes up, it'll hold that shape. So this side, you're gonna go outwards again. I'm holding it down and away, and I'm curling it away from my face. If you can see your hair underneath, it's always going to be underneath the curling iron. and let it go. See how that's more of a barrel curl? That's okay. Okay, so I think naturally on the right side, because the way my hand is placed, I make more barrel curls. You see that? That's like high school prom hair. You know, you don't want that. So easy fix. Run your hand through it. Don't be afraid. You just put heat to it. It's okay. Already, you can see it loosening up. I like to take these sections bigger because I'm going to curl the whole thing, essentially. So I'm going to get all this hair. So if you can see it, it's a pretty wide section, but it's okay. Let it go. And I like to let it just kind of do whatever it wants to do. And then I'll kind of curl it in a little bit. So for me, I have shorter bangs on this side, so I'm going to start the curl up a little higher and make sure that I get those little pieces in there. As you can see, when I let go, I've essentially still curled that section. I look so funny doing this right now. Get the ends in, give it a little heat, let it go. And if you can, just slide that curl out. I didn't have to curl this little section to get that curl. I just held it there, let it go. So make sure you get all these little stragglies in. And again, down and away from the face. Okay, so that was slightly difficult. Now, you'll see that the top of my head is still pretty flat, so don't worry about that right now. I'll show you when it comes there. And then I have a bang section. It never does what I want it to do. So believe me, you're not the only one. But it's pretty thick and it's a longer bang. Literally just want to take your bangs. And this is going to take you a while, so don't crank this up while you're learning this. But literally, I'm going to curl away again. And I'm just going to take the ends of my bang section, curl it halfway, and slide it out of my barrel to give it just this little flick. Just enough. This happens to be a very expensive salon product that I get, but it's one of my favorite. It's Oribe. So, texturizing spray on opposite ends. As you can see, I'm getting a little more of that like volume that I want. I'll take hairspray and I'll really get underneath here. And again, spray opposite ends. Don't go too crazy with it. You like missed a couple of sections. Go back, do them. It's not a big deal. Honestly, I don't wash my hair more than twice a week, or I try not to at least. I use a lot of dry shampoo, hence why a lot of the bottles are empty. My biggest trick is not only dry shampoo, but your hair tie. I personally, because my hair's so long, I can't sleep with it down. I feel like I'm going to strangle myself. So I like to put it up. It's just your simple bun. College girls do it all the time. Hair up. You can leave your bang section out, that's fine. In a simple 1, 2. That's it. Sleep with it like that, whatever it may be. Then the next day, take it out. I guarantee you it'll come out somewhat like this. Oil. And just put a little bit in your hands. Make sure you get it all over in between your fingers, and then just run it through. Always run it through the bottom of your hair first. Don't go putting it up here because then you're going to get greasy. But put it all through. While you're doing it, twirl your hair back into that way that you want it to go, and then just spray it down and go. So yeah. So I hope that was simple enough for you guys. It's gonna take practice. Make sure you've prepped your hair. I double condition my hair sometimes if I know that I'm going to be styling it a lot that week or not washing it a lot. When you condition your hair, just make sure you towel dry your hair after you shampoo so that you can get the full benefit of that conditioner. I hope this video helped you guys out. I would love to hear your feedback. Facebook, on here, on Twitter, anything. Yeah, until the next one.